Ooh, just gonna be second, guys. Just gonna be second. I haven't streamed in like 2 days or something like that. Okay, that music better not turn on. That music, because that one probably not good to just turn that on. I'm just gonna be a second. It's the typical thing where I go, okay, post a link. Haha. Post a link. I started my second channel, by the way, if you all have not heard. Who is what? What the who's the what the? Huh? Somebody with DC or something? What the? Oh. At content pings. Yes, this one's a good one. I like this one. It's gonna be second. Troll. Oh yes. Who is here? Nobody's here, right? Yeah. Sorry it's taking me like so long to get started, but should be good. Now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna try something also. I'm not sure how good this is gonna work, but can I do it by folder? Yes, I can. Okay, that's good. Sorry, I'm gonna. Would you all like music in this playthrough? I don't know. So, anyway. Let's get. I'm not sure why I started recording, but I pressed the record button. Single player. I haven't played in a while. What even did we leave off on? Also, what else is going on right now? Is there anything I need to worry about? Nope. Nothing else in this world matters except for Supersymmetry right now. That's all that matters. Desktop audio. None. Perfect. Just how it should be. 0. Alright, so I think... What did we leave off with? We left off with, my computer turning into a jet engine. Turbofan jet engine. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. We were making steel, weren't we? And lead and stuff. Steel, lead, lead, steel. Oh, hey. Look at this. Coal coke. And then I can also make the steel now really fast. I can't remember what I did last time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna just do this like a normal episode where I have no clue what's going on. So that will make it a little bit more interesting because I'm open to recommendations on what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So obviously the first thing I'm going to do is hammer these. And I think I need to actually finish building some parts of the base and make it start looking nice, since people are going to be upsetty spaghetti. Oh, you know, there's a thing I've been saying in my videos I've been recording lately. Word spaghetti makes me upsetty. Or word spaghetti makes me upsetty spaghetti. Or something. I don't remember what it was. And I can't. Now I have to go back and watch that video because I can't remember what it was. But I said it in 2 different videos that are coming out very soon, or have already came out. So, but basically, yeah. Word spaghetti makes me upsetty. That's it. That's what it is. I'm sure of that. I'm 100% sure. Oh my gosh. You know, it's been a really stressful week for me, and it was almost a very stressful day for me as well. So life is annoying. It always comes out of nowhere. with some dumb baloney. Which could be completely avoidable if I had some idea of what was going on. And that just makes it really annoying. Makes it really annoying. I should really make a shovel, shouldn't I? Like, there's a smart way to do this, and it's called a shovel, but I'm just not using a shovel for whatever reason. God did not intend for me to use a shovel. He intended for me to use my hands. That's why I have 2 hands, okay? That's so stupid. Battery is what needs to happen. Battery bank. That's what needs to happen. So we'll make that happen soon. Steam. Look at all of the Steam I have. So much of it. Steam gaming right here. Steam gaming. Ow! The front of my face. The back of my skull. Ow! Word spaghetti make me upsetty. Ha 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 ha. Start throwing all this back in there. Throw it all back in there. Throw it all back in. Oh, that's not where it goes. Throw it all in there. Yeah. Word spaghetti. Hopefully nothing dumb happens in the next 5 minutes. I'm sure that something dumb is gonna happen. I'm sure of it. Guaranteed some stupidness is gonna come out of nowhere. I'm gonna have to be like, oh guys, I gotta go. Something bad happened. Well, I'm just saying that. That I'm not actually gonna go. I'm just saying that that's gonna happen at some point. I'm sure of it. I'm certain. Something stupid's gonna come up. And yeah. And I have no way of knowing that. Which is always annoying, because then I'm just constantly thinking, oh, what stupid thing is going to come next? Because there's always something. Always something. It's always like, let's make some stupidness. Let's put some stupidness in your life. Let's make it stupid. Let's let things get really stupid. At least it's not the most stupid. Okay, it hasn't gotten super stupid yet. Hasn't gotten as stupid as it can get. I know how stupid things can get, and it's not going to ever get that close to stupid. So just gotta go 6 more months, and then I'm gonna switch to drones. I want to be a drone operator so bad. I know it's not the FPV drones, but I don't care if I'm doing reconnaissance as long as I'm just not doing what I'm currently doing, where it's just stupid stuff and I barely understand what the heck I'm supposed to be. Sucks. It sucks. Really sucks. But hey, it's not gonna be that long till I can finally switch to drone operator. It'll be awesome that day when it comes. Anyway, how are you all doing today? I know when I ask this, everybody leaves, so. Because nobody wants me to ask, how are you all doing? Nobody wants to share, so. I don't really care. But, what you guys say. It's not that I don't care about how you guys are today. It's just that I don't really care what you guys say. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, just tell me what, how are you feeling today? Kind of making some conversation, some small talk while I put in the wood planks into the floor. Ugh, nice. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff indeed. Yeah, it's a real beautiful stuff. We left off with like the automation for that, didn't we? Whoa. We were gonna get the mixer set up for the top of this so we could do sulfuric acid, which is what we need for batteries, right? So I need to go check on my storage. We probably have it in here somewhere. Okay, it's not like it's hard to find a machine that's in a box somewhere. It's got to be somewhere in the box, you know what I mean? It's got to be in the box. In the box, right? 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 No. Wrong. You don't got a mixer. You never made one. Huh? I could have sworn I made one. Could have sworn. I do swear that I have made a steam mixer once upon a time. Once upon a time. How about we just put in mixer, because it's not going to show us if it's just not specific enough. Steam mixer, please. Please be in there. Please be in there. Please, please, please be the steam mixer in there somewhere. Somehow I must have lost the steam mixer. Or it's already in place and I don't know about it. Well, either way, let's get started on the graphite and crushed banded iron. Head up top and start working on those, am I right? Gotta work on these. Is it up here? It's vulcanizing press. What do you have? You don't have any of this stuff. Pyrite dust. Pyrite dust? Where are you not going? Wait. Wow. Dude. Oh, obviously I could hook up a conveyor belt here, by the way, to actually output from there. I wonder if it's at the top of this stack somewhere, if it's in one of the upper sections of the stack, but that would make like a little sense, but not a lot of sense. This is gonna be really fun to get down when I have to get down. It could be in here. And joke's on me, it's not. It's not in there. All this other stuff is, though. Is that at the bottom as well? You know, I really hate this box tower because it doesn't work super good. Really doesn't work super good at all. It just kind of is broken. It doesn't actually work functionally. Like, look at this. On the bottom, I have different stuff than at the top. So it's kind of hard to figure out what all I have. I have a lot of tin, though, I can tell you that much. That's a whole load of tin. But I do need some more tin pipes as well. Actually, that'd be pretty nice to make some tin pipes. And thanks to the current setup, making tin pipes shouldn't be difficult, because I have all of the steam in the world. Like, look over here. Look at how much steam I have. I have so much of it. Just so much steam. But we need to... Obviously, sulfuric acid needs to happen. So that's sulfur trioxide. We need a steam mixer now. So, because we've lost the old one somehow. Somehow we lost it. And I think we have some of the stuff we need for this anyway. We can make all of the stuff. It's not hard. It's not hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. Right. 6 plus... we'll need a little bit more than that. So... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Have you found any structure like bandit camp or helipad? I haven't been out exploring. I've just been at the base. I really should do that, but not right now. And this is the version where they're still a little bit overpowered, because I haven't updated, even though there's been like at least one update. So there's that. Dang. Making that, we're gonna need to file these. We need 2 of them. GG. What do you get when you combine wood and orange soda? This is an unrelated joke. I don't know. Let me think for a second. Wood and orange soda. It's gonna be a minute. It's gonna be a minute. Wood and orange soda. I don't know. I don't actually know. Agent Orange. Agent Orange, that's it. Sounds like a fantastic. I don't know, but it sounds like a fantastic. Is it like fantastic? Or is it literally just fantastic? Wait, oh, they're basically the same. Real comedy there. That's a real knee slapper. That's a real knee slapper. I'm sorry. Sorry for being mean. Sorry for being mean. Steam mixer. Mixer. Everybody loves to make a steam mixer. Except for me. Except I do love making the steam mixer. I've made it twice now, so obviously I love making a steam mixer. And we have glass too, so we should be able to slap that out. Boom! Steam mixer. I'm so pumped to get this steam mixer. Like, actually not really at all. I've already made it. I lost it. Accountability here. Accountability. How do you lose a steam mixer? It's literally a meter cube. Oh, hey. That's not where that goes, by the way. It used to go right here. We're going to just put some dirt in there and it'll be fine. It's going to be A-okay. It's not going to be Zalgover yet. Okay, just put all of that in there and then we'll have the ability to extract our stuff. Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me, please. Okay. We need a pump here, but we also need a conveyor on that, I think. Is that what it has a conveyor. So every time it does a pyrite cycle, it will launch out up to here. So the question is now of how I'm going to get pyrite to that from this. Because that's where the pyrite... Well, there's more to the pyrite process than that. So that's kind of a bit of an issue as well. Is getting pyrite to this machine here. It's going to be kind of difficult the way I have it set up. It's so dense to get the pyrite in there. I'm going to need to somehow make pyrite dust, which is going to require electric machinery. I already know that much. Unless I can magically do it using magic, which is probably not going to happen. Pyrite. Pyrite dust. Roaster. I'm not sure actually. Not sure actually how I'm gonna go about this. Ow. And that's another ejection port, right? Yeah. I'm not sure why I just call it an ejection port. Like, what is this, a machine gun? It's not a machine gun. Obviously, I could just have it piped to another setup here, like for a different processing line. So I could pipe it out of here and then figure out some way of getting it into there. We could use a filter system. Okay, here. Let me write it down. No, I don't actually have a sign. Let's just use a sign for that. I wonder if it's like super complicated to craft signs in this. GTNH level sign crafting right there. You need to get polytetrafluoroethylene before you can craft a sign. That's the future of Gregtech right there. Future of Gregtech. GTC EU Ultra Extreme Edition. So I'm just gonna mark this. So we'll do a filter on that side, and then on this side we'll have the pyrite pipeline, and then on the actual thing I'm gonna have, where's it at? There's another arrow on here, I know that. The carrot symbol. And then also we'll have actually directly behind it, we're just gonna have conveyor set to allow input and out, to allow just input, all that matters. With filter. Done. Perfect. So that way I know what I'm going to do when I actually get there. Obviously, I can't do it now. It's going to require electricity before I can do that because you need to have a washing machine to get pyrite dust. Unless you... there's ways of getting it without that. You can get centrifuge this. Yeah, you can just centrifuge it, honestly. But you still need to purify it. So you still have to wash it. So either way, you're going to have to wash it at some point in that cycle of production. So it's going to make sense. And then obviously here I could have separate lines. I can have an arrow that points to this direction as well. Separate lines for ore, comma, or no, pyrite. Okay. Boom. So now I know exactly what I want to do with that. That's perfect. And it's marked out so I can go, never forget it. I will never be able to forget that that's what I need to remember to do. And at some point I'll go up there and I'll be like, oh, hey, we can actually do that now. Let's go ahead and slap that out of the way and just get it done. Get it done. You know what I mean? What is this? Does it matter which way this faces? Because I don't think it does. So obviously here we're going to hook up a conveyor to that and then have it go up to the machine. So we'll check that out real quick, how that's going to look. Set it up. And then we're just going to have a pipe here, and then that allows rubber to flow out of these pipes and go up into these pipes. Eventually we'll need to upgrade this pipe system so it allows that to be much faster and more effective so I don't clog it up. But as you can see, I should now have a stack or so of rubber sheeting in here. Look at that. More than a stack of it. Look at that. Beautiful. Good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. Well, while that's happening, we've been producing iron and... no, we haven't. We need to make steel, but we've been turning the wrought iron into, or the pig iron into wrought iron. So look at that. We have more wrought iron. We need to get limestone dust soon as well. So we're going to need centrifuges for that. It's going to be a bit interesting. And we're going to need a batch craft circuits, like a huge batch of circuits. Like I'm talking all of the circuits 9. Why? Oh, I hit the recording button again for whatever reason. Okay. So we've done those things. We need to focus on what we need to do in addition to those, because there is some other stuff I want to get done. So we got the rubber moving through the base. That's one of the things. Sulfuric acid is almost set up. We're going to need lead pipes for it, which is where the lead ingots come into play. We can just process lead ingots straight into plates and then turn them into pipes. How much steam do I have stored? 30,000, 300 something. Might need to get more steam boilers so we can have a bigger steam buffer and have it like always full. I would love that, to have a full steam buffer, which is pretty actually, it's working actually pretty good. It's not actually too bad. We'll need a bunch of lead plates though, I'm sure. Okay, perfect. We need 3 of these at least. It'll be for pipes down the road. So it's sulfur trioxide. I need a pump as well. And how do you make a pump, electric pump? How do I make that? Because I know it's going to cost a piston at least a piston. I know it's going to have to cost a piston. Because every time you make a pump, it needs a... Nope. It doesn't need a piston at all. Surprising. Very surprising. Very, very surprising. Okay. And it needs just a bronze fluid pipe like the one I have right there. That's in there. So that's one part of the process. Tin rotors. Going to be really important. Can make those pretty easily as well. Honestly, it's going to be the easiest part. Tin rotors. We already have all the stuff for tin rotors, don't we? And I made that all for piping. We're going to need lead for barrels, though. It's another thing to mention is lead for barrels. Lead for dead, too. Pretty much. 3 of these. I'm just gonna shove all of this random garbage into here, and we'll figure it out later. Because we don't need all that stuff. We don't need all that. Lead, tin screws, tin bolts. Just make a couple of them. 1, 2, one of these. And then also, in addition to that, make this. And we can do that pretty easily. Because I'm pretty good at this now. No, I'm not. If I was good at this, we'd have an entire stack of these right now. But we don't. It doesn't make sense to craft them in a batch right now. Just because, like, it makes more sense to do that once we have all of the electric machines set up to make it super easy. Because you can just literally turn tin straight into the rotors if you have the setup for that. Which we'll have soon. Hopefully we'll have it soon, because otherwise we're pretty much doomed. Eternal, which is a joke I've been using for too long. It's overused. It's overused. So that should be the pump, actually. Should be actually the entire pump done. Except those are butadiene styrene, so don't use those. That's what I need. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful goodness I've just constructified. So good. So amazing. Now, obviously, this is where we're going to probably not need a lead pipe, but we could use any pipe. So it doesn't really matter what pipe you use for this part, but after this, it has to be lead. So keep that in mind when you're making these setups like this, because the pipes you're using with sulfuric acid really does matter. And also with all the acids. Lead pipes are the best for that. At least for what I have right now. Eventually, I'll have better pipe options for acids. We'll just, no, not up here. Go down there. Because that's where this is at. We can just make this in the bending machine. That's perfect. Bending machine, and then I will just make a pipe with this. Obviously, with this steel, I'm going to make a different steel pipe because you can make them. They're not very slow, so I could run them on the tinier settings. 50 liters per tick is just enough. Oh, but there's also the issue of me needing water to get up there. But I can get the water up there, I'm sure. I'm sure of it. So we'll just make a steel fluid pipe, because this is a gas. You do need to use a fluid pipe for gases. So keep that in mind when you're working with gas. Fluid pipes for gases, then wood pipes for water. It's the trick. But I'm sure everybody here knows that because we've all played Supersymmetry for like more than 5 minutes. So, and we've all played Gregtech for more than 10 minutes at least. Okay, there we go. That should pump all of that up. Now I just need to get the water here, which is a bit of a spaghetti. It's the spaghetti problem. It's Italian. Now how am I going to get through that? How am I going to get the water through this pipe spaghetti? It's a little bit making me upsetty. Because there is a pipe in there. I'm fairly certain that one of these machines is running a water pipeline, which is probably this machine at the bottom. So if I have to get to that machine's water pipeline to make it to make this simpler, let's just see what we have going on underneath all of the machines in this area. Looks like the water pipe stops here, and it's just a bronze pipe. And then I could easily flow bronze pipes up to the top. Or I could just do it with wooden pipes, since I don't really need to be fast at all. I can actually just use the smallest size of wooden pipes, because I need it to be actually fluid regulated, kind of, to a degree. So, fluid pipe, and this should be like the first one. Yeah, wood fluid pipe. Now, this does cost a little bit extra, because you have to use a saw, but... Is there a smaller one than this? I could have sworn there was a smaller pipe. Oh, yeah, there is. Hey, let's make those then. Why aren't we making those, dude? Make them cheap. It's only got 10 liters per tick. That's actually kind of problematic, though. How much does this do? 30 liters? This one does 60. Oh, okay. So 60 liters is probably enough. I mean, it is. We could make a couple of these. Okay. Let's get the actual barrel. See what I have in that. If I can actually make more, it makes sense to do that. I was gonna use wooden pipes, but I'm not gonna be that. That's too slow for me. Okay, and I'm not making the full size creosote wood pipe since I don't want to do that. I know it's in here because I keep going past it. Where is it at? It's in one of these. The barrel, right there. Oh, it's water. That's annoying because I need creosote right now. That's what I really need. Let's get that creosote going. Let's get it going strong. Creosote. Nice. Creosote. Perfect. Then we'll set up the creosote over here. Make the creosote wood plank, right? Yeah, treated wood planks. Yep. Whoa, you make them with paraffin wax? Well, I don't have that yet, so that's interesting though. Good to know. Good to know it's an option for later. Oh, nice, perfect. This should be all I need for that. And then, and of course, in addition to that, I can actually make covers. Now, I'm not even sure how to make these if I remember correctly. Is it this one? Decorative output cover. Look at this. You need an iron plate for that, which is not too bad. So I can make a few of them. Just run it through here. How much steam do I have? Because it seems like it was going down earlier, but it's going up now. So this is actually allowing me to run this machine constantly. So I love that. It's surprising that just one large steel tank is enough to give you like a few runs of that machine. Even though I should probably switch to a power buffer of some kind, like an actual energy buffer, but still. Let's go ahead and make some of these since it's mostly what I've been piping through. That looks disgusting. Usually you don't notice it when it's on the roof, but sometimes you can notice like in the floor or roof. It's kind of also disgusting in those places. So the water is regulated perfectly, so that should be good. And then I could just slap down one of those, do that, and then do this, which should allow me to get the water to pipe up to the top where I need it to be, which now requires me to just use my brain a little bit so I don't accidentally mess this up. Just a little bit of brain power here. Oh, we're short a pipe. We are short a pipe. How the heck did I fail so bad? Failed so bad, dude. Failed so bad. Oh, do I not get them back when I mine them? No, they just fell down, I guess. It's a little annoying. And we'll just set that up. Should be 2 more fluid pipes. I jumped off the roof. That was dumb of me. Oh, and by the way, if you all want to be really, like, if you're new here or like something like that, or you haven't been paying attention, the entire base is powered off of like 2 solar boilers, and all of it just feeds into a steam tank. Are you going to do bedrock ores in the NTM run? The new ones are really cool. Yeah, I should do that. Like, actually, it will probably happen. Like, it's pretty much guaranteed. I don't want to say it's guaranteed, but it is kind of. Like, if I'm playing NTM, it's probably gonna last quite a bit, because I will play a lot of NTM. I will go for a while. It's such a fun mod. We might get to the point where we are, like, where we left off last time with the ICF. Once I get my old computer back, I will go and finish that playthrough. I might go finish that playthrough because we were very close to the end. It's just I didn't have it in the tank when I was there, but now I would be like, I have it in the tank now, so I could probably squeak out a few more machines in that. We're gonna play it on the same version though. Not gonna switch versions because, first of all, like, if I switch versions, it's gonna, like, a lot of new features are gonna be added since that save is, like, very out of date, very old save. So It will make it interesting though, because I obviously haven't played that old version in a while. I'm getting so used to the new version. If I go back, I'll be like, what the heck am I doing? What am I doing? I'm a little confused now. That's not the same recipe. Why is the chem plant old now? But it'll be fun. Hopefully when that happens. I should be able to make more of those. Yeah, just make a few more. Perfect. Perfect. Good stuff. There we go. I just need like 2 of these. The rest is going to just sit there for a while. I don't need to make more of these pipes because they are not particularly great. They're better than regular wood, but they're a little too thin. Oh, you just did it backwards. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, there we go. You basically need AE2 auto crafting to make Gerald for the huge cost of the quantum circuits. Maybe. We'll see. I cannot confirm or deny that information at this time. But probably in the current version, definitely, because I have seen that he just keeps making it harder and harder. So like, yeah, that's pretty fun. And this is mine, right? This is in my squares. This is my territory. Yeah, wilderness. Then TH3 fish. Oh, have you guys seen my new channel, by the way? Got it up to yesterday or today. I think it was today, actually. Yeah, it went live today. And I've pretty much just been promoting it everywhere as much as I can. I haven't actually paid for the promotion of that. I'm not going to buy that right now because it's not... The first step of a YouTube channel is obviously to build up a bit of content in the channel, and then I feel like it will be optimal for me to go and buy like a promotion. And the trick with those is just to only spend, is to say you're going to spend $200 and then pause it once it hits like 56. So then and then just use the default settings from there, because then it will give you like, for that strategy, it pretty much allows you to promote a video and get like 500 new subscribers from it, which is a lot for a small channel. And then from there, like obviously you could say like, oh, I'm gonna spend $400 for a week. They'll probably give you more subscribers and more impressions and things, but 200 is pretty good amount. And I'm not, like, if I do end up accidentally forgetting to turn it off and pause it, then $200 is just like, I should have that on hand. But I'm never gonna spend more than like 50, since like that'd be every 2 weeks I'd be spending like $100, and that's like not too much considering I don't really have any other things. Like I don't have a car or anything, so I'm not really spending money on that. And I can just put $100 into growing my audience, which is obviously with 2 channels is going to be a little hard, especially if I want to get the other channel up to speed with the current one. Since I just literally just started it like last week, put the videos up. But with that channel, obviously it's different content, so very different content. It's gonna be interesting though. I enjoy the some door kickers too. Just it's a lot like I don't know. Door kickers 2. We got Sprocket gonna be up in there. We're gonna play some combat mission, but I'm not sure how that's gonna work, because if I make an episode of combat mission, it's gonna be like 2 hours straight of me just trying, and I don't have time for that right now. The only time I would have is on the weekends, and I'm not doing that on the weekends, man. I'm not trying to put 2 hours of time to make, well, 2 hours to make the base video. It would turn like one video, one recording would be an entire series. It'd be like Combat Mission Black Sea Series 1, Randoms 1, and it'd be a playlist of its own. It would get really stupid and really tiring to do. But obviously if I do a stream of it, it's 2 hours that I can't be working on actual videos. It's why that game is kind of difficult to work with, to make videos of. But door kickers 2, I can make a video and it's like, it could be like 5 minutes long if I just play one mission. But obviously I'm able to fit like 2 missions or 3 missions in there. And I'm able to do redos of the missions as well, as in addition to that, and it still fits into like 15 minutes. Because I'll do a mission one time, and then a week later I'll be like, oh, hey, I know how to do that mission better because I've been learning. So I know exactly what I can do, what new techniques to add. Anyway, let's get back to the actual Greg. So we just essentially have just set up, or should have just set up sulfuric acid production. I need to create a new section of the base with these bricks here, so I can actually get up to the top. It should just be a few seconds to do that, because this tower nonsense is gonna get out of hand really fast. If I have to stack up to each floor of the building, it's kind of an issue. Yeah, here we go. Treated wood ladders. Then I need... Can I get the architecture table right now? I don't think I can, but what kind of architecture blocks are even in the game right now? Because I know you can add more of these technically. You could 3D model and then UV map more of them and put them into the mod. That's just a suggestion. I don't know if anybody is gonna actually do that. Architecture. Is it just at architecture? Oh yeah, you got some good options here. You got some good stuff. We could do catwalks up there, because I could just grab the ones from over there at the structure. Let's go out there. Oh, the sun's setting. Okay, that's kind of annoying, but still, I'll have time. We have time. We have time. We just gotta run super fast, and then once we're back, we'll probably need to eat food to recover. Unless it's the sunrise. Oh, it is sunrise. Okay, I don't even have to run there technically. Just doing it anyway, just because. Just Cause 3. Would you guys like to see that? Oh, actually, I could put that on Guy Gaming. Which is the channel name, by the way, the new channel name. Guy Gaming, Just Cause 3. But it's not really in the genre. Just Cause 3 would be great for this channel, though, because it's kind of just random and stupid, and it'd make a lot of great shorts. Just flying around, blowing stuff up. Oh my god. What the? Skibbity cactus. That's what that is right there. Oh god. I've been infected with the weirdness. Don't even know. Can I grab this wooden crate, please? That'd be absolutely great, man. Absolutely great. Zalgover, dude. It's so Zalgover. Oh yeah, one of the episodes of HBM that I published recently has some new stuff about the tools in that. What is it called? So with the what's it called? What is this? Oh, it's a steel crate. Oh, I need a wrench for that. Well, with the actual. Oh, it can store items as well. Can I shift click? No. With one of the tools in that, you can actually, or with all of the tools, it turns out you can actually like silk touch and AoE. And I'm like, oh my gosh. That's, since when has he added such a great thing? Or was that him? Was that James 2H or no? I don't know. Because I'm playing James 2H fork recently, so I have no idea whether it's actually regular HBM doing it, or if it's James 2H, the weird HBM guy, clone of HBM. That was Bobcat's doing? Okay, good. Yeah, I figured. Probably was. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm kind of dumb, by the way. Regular HBM? Yep. I'm kind of dumb because I just got myself stuck. Wait, this is really a useful placement for this thing, because look at this. I'm just right up on this cliff here. It's insane to me. Oh. By the way, let's grab some of these while we're at it, dude. That looks pretty neat. Looks pretty cool. Let's just grab everything here, like, honestly. Why not? While we're at it, just grab some of this concrete, too. It could be pretty handy Wait a second. When items hit that, they just kind of bounce. What the? That's some weird stuff going on there. Some wacky physics, dude. Is this... So this structure is actually kind of cool because you could build a base on top of this and it'd be super neat. Like, you could totally do that. If anybody wants to do that at some point. Actually, people already have. But it would be cool to build a base on one of these. This is my favorite structure, I feel like. It's just so iconic. Supersymmetry. Super common. Nice. Now let's go ahead and go down here. If we get 50,000 views, I will play GTNH. No, I'm joking. 50,000 views and I'll play Mechanism. 2 million views and I will play Create Mod. Reasonable numbers, by the way. Those are reasonable numbers. Because we'll never hit those numbers. So I will never have to play those mods. Unless I'm desperate. Then I will have to play those mods. Like, or held at gunpoint. Desperate or held at gunpoint. I will play those mods. I got a feeling something's in this box. Nope, nothing. Man, I've just been lied to. It's Zalgor. It's so Zalg done. 41 of those. That's a nice amount. I wonder if there's more. There is more. So much more. A lot more. I don't really need more roofs, do I? I don't think I do. Okay, let's head back. So all I need to do now is just go set these up. All of the stuff we've gotten. Industrial renewal is actually pretty nice to look at, so hopefully this will make my base nice to look at as well. Because all you need is just one little detail and it will look amazing. Because it's made of bricks. Rubber bricks. No, I'm joking. It's not rubber. They're plastic. Nah, they're not plastic. They're styrofoam, dude. We're in the modern housing era where you see a brick house and it's just styrofoam plastered onto some wood. Yeah. I was gonna say, hell yeah, but just was questioning whether I should actually say that or not. Is it legal, YouTube? Is it legal or is it illegal, YouTube? Can I not say? Hell? Actually, I probably can. It's not a bad word. You know, the priests say that all the time, but then again, priests also are kind of questionable in and of themselves. So a lot of them are, at least. Saying some real dumb stuff here. Hey man, I like Jesus, okay? Trust me. Let's go here and grab this. Put this around the top so I can be able to access stuff. Because I like to access stuff and things from my tower. Power tower. Awesome tower, updo tower. What? I cannot connect it. That is kind of sad. Sad and unfortunate that I cannot connect to this tower correctly. Put it up. Put it here. Put it here. Put it there. Look at that. We have sulfuric acid. All of that work just to find out we have sulfuric acid, which is good. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, how are we going to get the sulfuric acid out? Obviously, we need to make a lead crate, which is why I have, or lead thing. Just lead. An S-lead. Sled. I'm going to put all this random garbage in here because I don't need it right now, but I'm going to need it for building later. So to make an S lead, you need this 4 lead plates and then these. And then guess what? Making lead rods. Make 4 of them. Boom, 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 boom. 4 lead rods. Now what can you do with lead rods? You know what you can do with lead rods. Fill in the blanks, okay? Fill in the blanks. And then we're going to take those lead rods and we're going to make a lead barrel. And then I have sulfuric acid. Probably. Maybe. Kind of. Sorta. No! No, you don't. You don't have sulfuric acid, man. You don't have the sulfuric acid because you don't know how to make a lead barrel. What? What the? Yes, I do. Told you so. Non-corrosive drums. Yes, exactly what I need. Exactly what I needed. So obviously now is figuring out how I'm going to get the, oh, that's not even the sulfuric acid part. The sulfuric acid's over here. Well, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to get that sulfuric acid out of there. If, make it simple. Just grab it out of there. Beautiful. H2SO4, my favorite compound. Made from sulfur trioxide and water, which is a beautiful process right there. So amazing. Everybody love H2SO4 until they spill it on themselves. Which would be kind of unfortunate, of course, but it's not like it hasn't happened before. High pressure steam furnace. We're going to just start cooking up. Actually, we're going to go up to the top and start cooking up the stuff in the actual steam furnace. You know what I mean? Huge, big steam furnace right here. Input bus for all my wonderful brick needs. Yes. Going to make some regular gabbro stone. Beautiful. Everything is coming along amazingly at the base right now. So don't you worry at all. Don't you worry. It's going to be beautiful. It's looking nice right now. It's looking spiffin'. And this guy is making banded iron, by the way. Which, of course, could be piped to a PBF back in the day. But not anymore. Not anymore. Joke's on you. Somebody deleted that from existence, unfortunately. And that's not cool. That's unfortunate, dude. It's so unfortunate. Now, is there actually the pump is still on that side, correct? Unless it got deleted. It should still be on that side. Where is the pump at, dude? You got the pump. Oh, yeah, it's still on there. Perfect. It's on the front of the machine now, apparently. So it's wonderful. How much coal you got? You got a lot of coal, don't you? Okay, so with this, we have sulfuric acid production. And the problem is that he doesn't have an actual output for his gases. So, I mean, he kind of needs to just spit them out in a direction. Kind of figure that out. Obviously, this is the only direction he can spit them out from, so. Which is a bit of a problem, so it makes it a little bit harder for me to actually set things up, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Look at that go. We're making H2SO4 banded iron. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Obviously, I think what I should do is set up a separate storage area for that. But we'll eventually be able to automate it off of my main storage setup that I've figured out. Or set up, not even figured out. It's not even figured out. It's just stupid. It's just pretty much downright the dumbest storage setup you could probably come up with. That's why it works so well. Because stupid is smart if it works. Because usually stupid is simple. And so simple is smart if it works. But if it doesn't work because it's stupid, well then that's also bad. So you have to figure out which type of stupid it is. And I figured out this one's stupid and it works for me. So it probably doesn't work for anybody else. Which makes a lot of sense. And that is word spaghetti, which makes me upsetty. Alright, so let's just go ahead and figure this out. That's a steel pipe. I want to make some tin piping here. Tin pipe gaming right here. Okay, I'm probably going to need another wrench, so It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Just don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Oh. Should be pretty easy. We need to have the conveyor on this. It makes sense to just pipe it down. Have a filter here to filter out what's going into this pipe and what's not going into that pipe. But we need to have it go around here. Yeah, we could just do a filter on this pipe, which will prevent the actual products we were making, the iron, sulfur, and whatever, from going into there. Then we need to remark all of these, so that way later I'll be like, oh, that's right, that's what I wanted to do. So for this one, it's going to be separate lines for other products. So that way everything's doing its stuff. Then for this guy, obviously, we need to do the whole thing. Filter in that direction. We need to do, and obviously we're going to have 2 filters on this setup. Pyrite input, and then correct me if I'm wrong, but I used a caret for this one because it's going inwards for some reason. Pyrite, accept input through conveyor, right? Boom. Okay, everything's good. I love it. There is an issue. It's called water pipe. Oh. Why the heck does this have to be like just in the wrong, most inconvenient spot it could possibly find itself in? But that's fine. I know how to fix it. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. I know exactly how I'm going to fix the pipe. I think I know exactly how I want to fix the water piping. I don't actually know if it's exactly how I want to fix it, but it doesn't matter if it isn't. Do that. So then what I have to do is, clearly we're going to need to move the pipe a little bit over. So that's the first step, is moving the pipe over. And then just chopping down the rest of the pipe. Should be pretty easy. And we got all the pipes we need, so go up. I can't pipe stack here. No pipe stacking allowed in this game. No duct stack. Oh, dang it. So then I can just go like this pretty much, and that will compact everything down a lot more. So then I just hit Shift V. Perfect. Everything goes right into there. Everything just flows right in. So the water now has a pipeline that works for it, getting me sulfur trioxide. Makes it a little easier to access that machine because I don't have all the piping in the way. And then also just a little smarter to do it that way, honestly. So pretty good setup overall if you want to make things a little simpler in this. Obviously, nobody else is doing the exact same setup as I'm doing, because what I'm doing is probably pretty stupid compared to what most people would do. But let's take a look around. Let's take a look around and see what I need to do. So obviously, we'll have piping for the pyrite processing once we have that in LV. Then we'll have everything go into the steam vulcanizing press. Obviously, the only LV machine I'm really going to need is water machine for that. Another turbine for that setup, because we'll have to run it off of a separate turbine. For now, everything's going to have to run off its own turbines and things. You're making a lot of tin plates for whatever reason. It'll be fine. I kind of needed that many plates anyway. For making more tin pipes, obviously. Which, that does prove that I can run this thing for quite a while, as long as the solar boilers keep running. This also is helping out a lot. But it doesn't actually flow into the rest of the setup. These guys have just stockpiled. Okay, that can run forever. That can probably run forever. So we're electric ready pretty much. Which is pretty stupid. Sounds pretty stupid at least. Electric ready? What do you mean? We're LV ready, dude. LV ready. Okay. So that's done. This is going to be done soon. Then I need to have the piping done soon. And a conveyor. Let me check that. So on the top of this, you need to pipe... Well, on this one is where I need to pipe it out. Conveyor, and I need a filter. Which is not difficult to do. Should be just some zinc, and then we're going to be cruising, dude. We're going to be cruising. Cruising with that zinc. I just got to find where I put the zinc at now. Where the heck is the zinc at? Zinc. I know you're in there. Just run the zinc through here. Make a couple pieces of those. Zinc is done. Okay. Now I should be able to process the zinc into foil. Zinc to foil is done. And now it's time to go a little further. We're going to take the zinc and the foil and make them into the filter. We're going to need several filters though, so we prevent a lot of the dumbness that's going to happen when I set this up. So I might make 3 of these just because it's going to get very stupid when I set this up. Very stupid. Could be very dumb. Viridium. Very dumb viridium. Virididum dum dum. Dumb. It's gonna get stupid, I know that much when I set this up. So we'll go up here and we'll check that out in a second to see where I'm gonna need filters exactly and see if I actually am going to need as many filters as I think I need, because I know I think I'm gonna need a lot of filters for this, because each section is gonna need a filter for some level of the pyrite and the other stuff. Sulfur obviously as well, because you can't just, you could, but can't really just shove a pipe onto a machine and expect everything to work out. I need the screwdriver. I'm gonna probably need like 3 of these. Well, that's fun. Where's my screwdriver, by the way? Is it right? It's right there. 3. Holy baloney. That's a lot. Well, that's at least 3. I figure it's at least 3 because one of these handles the banded iron output, which is going to be to the rest of the line. So that is going to be... I can't really see in it. I love this game. I love it a lot. I love it a lot, dude. Love it so much. Obviously, I need to attach these pipes through whatever means necessary. That's not what I want to do. Unattach that. So then I need to actually set up a filter on that pipe so he prevents a lot of the dumbness that's going to happen when I hook it up. Set up a filter there, which should block anything from being stupid. I probably should use an upgraded pipe for that. Let's see what kind of item pipes are available, since I want to go with something that's going to last me till the end of the game. Item duct. Huge rose gold. You have a huge brass. That's what I'm after. Oh, that's pretty huge though. Rose gold. There's no large brass. There's just a brass, huge brass. No, there is. 2 stacks of items. That's perfect. That should be enough for the late game. So how much? That's going to cost 6 pieces of brass. That means I need more zinc. Zinc is something I need to make more of, actually. So we probably should set up zinc processing. Zinc processing needs to happen soon. Yeah, let's actually make zinc processing happen. Zinc and copper makes brass. So everything's starting to require more zinc because life is interesting. Gregtech is interesting. Where did I find sphalerite at? Because I know it's around here. Sphalerite. Sphalerite. Where are you? I need to find the sphalerite now. Need to find it now. I actually don't remember where I marked it at. I think it's over here by the cassiterite, though. It's not hard to find. It's not uncommon. So if I just run around with my scanner, I can be like, sphalerite? Sphalerite? Oh, there's some sphalerite right there. Oh, yeah, nice. Check it out. Pyrolusite sphalerite. Where's that at? Sphalerite ore. It's okay. 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 I'm tracking the sphalerite. Check it out. Where's that? Sphalerite? Sphalerite? I just double clicked it, so it should have put a link on it. Nope. Sphalerite. Yes, sphalerite. I need to mark it. Okay, it's over there. Oh, it's right under my base. That's beautiful. Should make everything super easy. Sphalerite. Where did I mark it at, though? Oh, it's right under my base. Like, actually right under it. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Oh, it's... How deep is it under here? This is pyrite, by the way. I kind of need that, too. It's a good thing we're finding everything. Like, everything. Pyrite, lignite. Kind of like... I guess it's kind of the impurity of the lignite having sulfur in it. Makes a lot of sense that there'd be... the lignite and the pyrite are together because they both have that sulfur in them. I tried doing the pyrite thing in real life, but without the heat at the time. Honestly, I could just build it, like actually do it now. I could just be like, wake up one morning and go, I have money, I can buy this stuff I need to actually make pyrite into sulfuric acid. I could do that. We could redo the space program project, but not where I'm currently at. So... But I live 5 hours from my house, so if I could find a way to get there, oh, we could totally be cooking up some rockets or something. Probably not at my house. I probably should go do that somewhere other than my house, so that because that's a residential area, so I probably don't want to be shooting off missiles. We almost did that one time though. It almost was a failure. Absolute failure of a project. The space program project that almost could have worked, but well, worked on paper, but did not work in reality because I rushed it and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do everything like this, gonna do it all sloppy and rush through it. Could have, and I didn't even have the funds, by the way. I could have made the stuff though. The thing is that the so the actual chlorate or whatever it was, chlorite, I think it is chlorate. I think it's chlorate. Yeah, it's sodium chlorate. But you make that stuff, and you can actually make it from a car battery. You just need the lead, the little lead grids they have in those, or whatever they are, and that allows you to make the actual thing. You need to just get all of the stuff they have on those, so that way they don't rust in the sulfuric acid. Obviously, they have a little coating on them that helps with that. I believe that's what it's for. It might actually just be there to help the efficiency of the battery though, or the battery lifetime. So, but there's a lot of interesting things with that. Like, you could actually, and the reason I know that is because I read like a few months after I tried the rocket experiment, where I had been like, okay, I calculated that this is gonna give me this much of energy output. I didn't think about what that would mean at the time, but I read about it in an explosives munitions book, and it was like, oh, if you do sodium chloride and sugar, you can make an explosive. And I'm like, huh? Like, I'm now thinking back and going, oh, so that was almost a bomb. Which is probably not something to laugh at, but because it could have gone horribly wrong, but I mean, it would have made a good video. It would have made an awesome video. To actually have it do something, at least, other than just sit there and have to pour gasoline in it to make it burn. or to try to start the process. And the thing is that I probably used so much sugar to the actual amount of chlorate I had produced, the tiny amount of chlorate, like the 1 part per million chlorate, the 0 chlorate in there, 0 parts per million chlorate, was just an issue. We're going to start off with the ore processing. We're going to start off with pretty much just sphalerite to start off. And then I'll switch it to the pyrite, and more pyrite. So I can get that sulfur production going. Since that's what I really need to get. And then from that, we'll obviously be able to start working on more of this. And we can go check if we have brass downstairs, since obviously brass piping is going to come in handy too. We'll see if we have any. Yep, we do have brass ingots. We have bronze ingots in there. We could probably make the actual better one, the 8 stacks, or the... How much do you really need though? Like how much would you really actually want as far as piping goes? I mean, polyvinyl chloride is actually really good. There is that. Like, I don't actually... Like, that's way better. Polyvinyl chloride. Ah, nice. Brass. This is actually the most productive I've been in a single stream, because we're just now picking the brass, and we've actually gotten a lot done today. It's a lot of small things, but it's adding up to be a lot more bigger stuff. Let's go ahead and make that large brass item pipe there. Let's make that, since I want to have a nice fast junction, just a decent sized pipe pretty much. I don't really need anything other than a decent sized pipe, because this will last us until I have the entire pipe made out of like this. So that way I don't have to change it out later on. I'll be like, oh yeah, we're making everything, everything's going to be, from now on, everything's going to be pretty much just brass piping. So that should be pretty much what I need to do, except here I need to have... Dang, that thing's running. Oh my gosh. Fell in again. Okay, just run right by there. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna go ahead and hook it up with the special. The special right here. Special. S-P-E-C-I-A-L. Special. Yeah, I know how to spell. That's great. I'm probably gonna explodicate right there if I stand right there for too long. That machine is the one that kills me the most. Is the forge hammer right by the ore processing. So that should pretty much be everything that needs to be set up, other than having this pipe set up so it can look normal. Look at that, it looks regular now, regular piping right there. Now hook this on the edge, and I can now interface with that and have it set up to do. So we don't want it to allow sulfur and whatnot, but we want it to be able to allow banded iron through, pretty much. So banded iron is the only thing I need to get out of this. Perfect. That's the filter insert. So it only allows banded iron into that pipe right there. And then the rest, this machine needs to only allow sulfur. So that will allow us to filter 2 of the machines for all I need it to be sorted for. And then the rest, the other pipe, I don't think we need anything else with a filter for now, at least. We shouldn't need anything else with a filter. I don't think we will. So just gonna hook this up and then make another filter, which I can hook onto there. And then from that, we should be able to achieve what I want to achieve. I want to achieve that. So with this next one, I'm gonna just try to sneak my way past this. Oh. And then hook this on to the machine at the bottom there. If I can get it lined up. I'm not gonna be able to get that lined up. Well, that's pretty great. It's pretty great right there. It's gonna be hard to get that set in there. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to mine this, aren't I? to actually get to where I can see right on that. So that should be the filter on the top. Yep, it is. Now if I can get to that filter, we can set it to only allow sulfur. Hopefully that's all it needs me to allow is sulfur. So a sulfur dust should be going into that. And that means I can also allow pyrite to go into this thing. So now I gotta make a third filter for that. But for later on, that's gonna come in handy because I can just be like, oh yeah, let's just go ahead and hook up the ore processing setup for the iron to this, like I said, or the pyrite, and then it just does the entire thing right there. That's what I'm kind of gonna work towards in this episode, is getting that. I doubt we'll get the whole thing done, but it'd be nice to think that we could. Probably not going to at all. We might get close though. We might get close to it. We have a lot of time though. We have so much time on our hands. Just sort everything. We should have ingots of brass flowing into this, but it does not seem to be the case. Or ingots of whatever it's called flowing in there. Actually, all of the outputs should just go straight to that. But for some reason, does not seem to be the case that we are producing any. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. We don't need. We could technically run this the pyrite through this thing and then have it go out through another conveyor belt. It's an idea. It's an idea. Because all you need to do after that is purify it somehow through an electric machine, I would assume. Unless there's a better way of purifying it that I don't know of, but I doubt that's the case. Washer, because you need a washer, don't you? Or a washing plant? Washing. Get more byproducts from washing. Yeah, we can make that soon. But that should just wash the ores for us. So you centrifuge it. You'll process, then centrifuge, and then do everything off of that. Actually, centrifuging it might give us the stuff. We'll have to check again, just to be sure it does not. Sulfur. So we have sulfur. We can forge hammer. We can roast. Okay, pyrite dust. The clarifier. What? Okay, but we need pulverization, centrifuge. Yeah. Centrifuge it, and then we'll just give you pyrite dust from the stuff. We just need to set up a centrifuge. That's not too difficult. We'll add them to my book of things we can do. The only expensive part is the circuits. But hey, we're going to batch craft a bunch of them, I guess. So that's all I need. Don't even need to wash it. Can just centrifuge it. That's really good stuff. But we need to set up a roof on this layer. So I need to build up, probably. We can also run all of this through here, just in the meantime, to get that stuff done. Then it should just be pretty simple. And I need another one of these, correct? So I'm going to need several more filters. Everything's going to need a filter. Everything needs a filter. Why did it do pyrite first? I'm wondering, because that should not be done first. This GUI is actually kind of annoying at some points. Because I just want this stuff for now while we're working towards everything else. And I need to head up to here. Because this should have my stuff that I tried to process through it. You are not processing my stuff for whatever reason. Why are you doing that? Oh, is it now processing it? No, it's doing crushed banded iron. What the heck? Is the sphalerite going through? Because I put sphalerite in. It should have gone through here. Now that's a bit of a concerning thing. I'm gonna be back in a second. I just gotta take care of something. Okay. I'm back. Back again. Oh, let's get back to it. Let's get back to what we were doing. We left off. We had the sphalerite. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Where the heck did the sphalerite go, dude? Because I know it didn't go. It didn't go where I wanted it to. It went somewhere else. Somehow the sphalerite is gone into a machine or something. It did something I didn't want it to do, which is a bit of a conundrum. More than that. So let's go ahead and check in here. It's not in there. For whatever reason, did not go in. So that means that it must be something to do with... It must be in the boxes then. Or got filtered and piped into something else. Somehow. Which could be an issue, but we'll figure that out. We'll figure it out shortly. There is that tin or alloy. That's not what I'm looking for. There's nickel. Yeah. Well, what about sphalerite, dude? Because I threw some sphalerite in there. There should be some sphalerite. Unless I threw it into here by mistake, which shouldn't have happened. Unless I threw it down in one of these. Because I swear I had the sphalerite. I swear I had that. I guess it doesn't really matter that much, but... Yeah, no, there's no sphalerite in these boxes. Because I can just go get more, but still, I don't want to have to go get more. Because I just mined a bunch. Should have gone somewhere. Somewhere in this system. It has to be. Crushed banded iron ore. Acanthite. Pyrite. Not what I'm looking for, dude. It's not what I'm looking for. I'm just gonna throw these down on the bottom. Throw them in the box. Hi, been a while. How's the progress going? I'm not sure. We're kind of like... I mean, I've built this thing. It's ore processing. It's pretty nice. We just finished rubber production. Like setting up automatic rubber production. We had it before. But I just wanted to get it set up to where it's like automatic. And I'm about to finish the other half of that, which is the pyrite. Honestly, you don't really need to automate that stuff, but I'm gonna. It's gonna make it a lot easier later when I go, man, I really wish I automated that, and that earlier. Because they go in tandem. Sulfuric acid, we've just finished that as well. And then, found underneath my base all of the things you need to make the things you want to make. Well, the things I want to make. Sphalerite. Let's just grab a piece of sphalerite. That way I can see where the heck this stuff is going, what the heck it's doing, and why is it doing that. Because I know it's up to something. Obviously, I need to go hit an actual sphalerite vein, because this is just not it. Not it at all. We're going to get a battery buffer too, by the way. That's one of the goals for today, is a battery buffer at all costs. We're going to watch this with great interest in what it's actually doing when I put it in here, okay? So when I put this into this machine, what does it do with the sphalerite? Oh, it goes through here, like normal, okay. It gets sent out somewhere. Does it make it to here? Yes, it does. So the 12 pieces got deleted. In some way, 12 pieces of sphalerite ore got deleted. It's unfortunate because I only need 2. So we're pretty much good. We're gonna need a lot more though. we made the rest of the zinc into maybe I should just type in zinc to find out where it's at. That might make a lot of sense instead of just complaining that I don't have it anymore. Somehow it got deleted. That's fine. Typical stuff. Happens all the time, so it doesn't bother me too much. It does. It bothers me a lot. Okay. Yeah, it is what it is. Item filter. We have to make a bunch of these item filters, by the way, so I can it'll make it easy later, because we're about to be able to slap everything together pretty much. Once I have the centrifuge, I'll just be able to slap it on here and have a setup of it on this line. So where's this one going? This one goes on the actual conveyor. So if I click here, it's already got this. So that's gonna be mode export. Whitelists, sulfur dioxide. Should I remove this from that? Clear that out. I think that makes the most sense. Now, we're gonna set this to manual IO is gonna be unfiltered. And then from there, I will now filter it. So that way it's actually filtered. Filter the insert to be, or the extract. Yeah, extract. Actually, filter insert. So when that pipe, what does that mean for the pipe? That means when it inserts into here, it will just, yeah. That's actually an issue I never thought of before. Is how am I gonna actually filter what's going out of this? Or how am I gonna allow just the stuff to go in it? I mean, I guess the real reason that's there is so I don't end up with banded iron or the iron 3 oxide trying to go into the actual machinery. So we're just gonna set this to manual IO. We're gonna leave it as unfiltered. That will mean that basically as long as I don't have pyrite that goes into this piping, then I'm pretty much fine. So that's the whole idea. Well, yeah, I do need an actual filter there. Dang it. Another filter. This time we're just going to say that it only allows sulfur. Whitelist sulfur. Whitelist sulfur, and then whitelist, what's the other thing coming out of there? Because we're going to have banded iron coming out of here at some direction. Yeah, banded iron. Okay, let's figure that out. So the reason I'm doing that is so I can have all my stuff go to one place. It's going to all be on the same main bus pipeline thing, which is eventually going to get upgraded to brass. Those huger brass pipes, the large ones, the biggest ones we can get, probably. Maybe, if I want to do that. Do that. Should be okay. Should be okay. That will pipe into that. That will pipe into that. Okay, I like it. It's set up the way I want it to be. That's a lot of filters. We just filtered every section of that pipeline just to make it so I can do a thing that probably is going to be like maybe not make sense. I don't know. I don't know how it is right now. Could make sense, could not make sense. Who knows? We'll find out later. Oh, hey, that's another part of ore processing, actually, is that before we process the ores through the... Like, what does it actually give you to centrifuge, though? Like, if I'm centrifuging to make a pyrite... centrifuge, yeah. If I centrifuge iron to get pyrite, you get limestone tailing dust. Okay. That's good to think about before we do anything with this. Because now I will know to have that set up, so we have to worry about that. Okay, so we'll have to start on building the roof and the rest of that, and walls for this third floor. Pretty much just this side of the third floor is all that needs walls. Because this is going to be where I'm going to install... I might actually remove the walls now that I think about it. Then we'll just do a continuous floor section should do. Oh, okay, I'm a little low. Just have a wall that goes to here, and this is a doorway into the next section of the room. Because in the other section, we'll start doing LV kind of things. Kind of sort of LV things, yeah. Okay. Well, let me get up there so I can figure out how I'm doing it. Okay. Right up here, just do some of these. And then, obviously, this is where a pipe is going to go at some point. Then I have here. I'm just going to walk around here and just kind of lay down this. And that should do the trick. Since this is kind of like the central area, the ore processing center, that's going to have a lot of piping going into it, probably. There's a lot of options for how I can upgrade this later on and how I can do it better later on and how I could divide it up into different setups and things. I have a lot. Like, I like that. There's so much creativity you can get into this with, or creativity you can just get into just deciding, like, hey, I'm going to do another ore line and how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to have that added into my main setup. Since I'm trying to do everything connected so I can just run it and it just all will do everything for me. It's like a machine. It's going to be like, I don't have to do anything, pretty much. At least, that's the hope. I can just let my computer run and Supersymmetry plays itself. That's going to be the goal. The reason I'm leaving this gap here is because I'm going to have that run through here, by the way. Hey, what's up? I'm just going to see what I got to do here. So obviously with this, how am I gonna connect these? Oh, I can just keep building it out. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I like that. It's gonna look beautiful. I now have a bit of a area I can work off of, which is nice. We can even add stairs or ladders into it at some point if I want access to a section or something like that. That could come in handy. This is probably the most handy building material we have. Obviously, we can even make it look good too. Your PFP reminds me of a certain game. Can't quite put my finger on it though. I don't know. Fallout New Vegas. That's my guess. I think. It was a weird drawing I made. Like that picture was just one I drew like a couple months ago. Pretty interesting. Put this here. I think that was the inspiration for it, was like Fallout New Vegas. I had one where I drew like a guy with a helmet on, which was like just inspired by Team Fortress 2. And then that one was inspired obviously by, yeah, Fallout New Vegas. I'm out of bricks now. This looks good. It's looking good. Torches, archaic. Nah, trust me, they look beautiful. They look so beautiful. This is my Greg castle. And it's so magical. So in this section, we're going to have electric machinery, kind of. And then over here, I'm going to have to start batch crafting those circuits. Probably. Let's see what we need. We need to make 64 circuits. That's the goal now. Make 64 circuits. Coded circuit board. Let's get everything organized, by the way, just so I have it all in one spot. So if we want to make a circuit board, we are going to need quite a few things. We're going to need to start with this. This. That's going to be a little difficult because we don't really have the ability to make the wires. You can make the wire mill. So I should probably make the wire mill. I also need to make a battery buffer, which I haven't done yet for whatever reason. I don't think we're ready to batch craft circuits yet. We are almost there. Battery buffer, right? Like this 4 times battery buffer. Obviously, there is a limitation to these battery buffers, and you want to have the biggest one you can with the most capacity. 8 times, 16 times is what I want, because that will allow me to not have a massive explosion inside my base. So it's kind of important to do. Now, thankfully, I don't have to do really hard, complicated math anymore. I can just go grab my steel and just process this to make the next machine. We're going to need quite a few machines now. So let's make... How much will I need? How many machines am I going to make? So we're making a lot of machines. We're going to make the basic wire mill. What do I need to make rods? Is that an extruder, I think? Lathe. A lathe? And that should be it, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that should be it. Circuit. How do you make circuits more effectively? Because I know there's a way to do it. Like if we're trying to make these runs, how do I make them? Circuit assembler, which means I need to get, an MV level circuit, which is not in the near future. What about an assembler though? Like, what kinds of LV machine? I need to check the book. So you have the LV mixer, wire mill, polarizer, which is not really important, but kind of exists. Polarizer, so lathe, wire mill. If you want to make anything easier, you can also make solidifier and fluid extractors, trickle bed reactor. Really, we only need the bending machine though. That's all I really need. Wire mill and the extruder. Wire mill. Just the wire mill, really. Right? Wire mill? Sawmill. There's also the sawmill. What does it do? The assembler, maybe not the most important electric machine of all. It is required for assembling advanced parts that aren't just... what kind of parts are these? Pretty much all of these. I don't need it yet, but... Wait, what? What the heck? You can just make conveyor belts like that? Holy crap. Oh, but it needs liquid silicon rubber. But that's still possible to do. Not with my current limitations. Obviously, the battery buffer, the lathe, and the wire mill are the first machines I need. And then a sawmill afterwards. Because that will replace all of my sawing needs. So, 3 machines right there. Oh, we don't even have the sawmill anymore. Well, right now. Maybe it's a cutting machine or whatever. This will determine the amount of machine. Yes, there is one. Basic cutting machine. Okay. So that's pretty much all I will need. For now. Until we get the assembly machine. But it should be pretty easy. I want the cutting machine, dude. Okay. So obviously with this, I'm going to need 4 machine casings. Which is going to be... Each one costs 9 iron. Or 9 steel. So that means this last one also costs 9 steel. And a few wrought iron. Which we already have 2 wrought iron. So to make 4, you need 8 wrought iron plates. So I just need 6 more. And then it's all done. 6 more wrought iron plates, and I should have everything I need. So we'll just mill that out. And if you're wondering how the base currently is running on power, I just have an unlimited quantity of steam that I can't really use. For whatever reason, I'm somehow producing more steam than this requires to run, which also doesn't make much sense because it used to use all of my steam from the boilers. So I'm guessing it's just that the boilers it's not consuming enough steam, I guess. So we'll just run all of that through there just to use up some of the steam as well. So in addition to that, do we have the wires? We do. We have the motors. We have 15 motors. That costs a little bit. Then all I need after that is circuits. And that's going to be interesting to do because I'm going to try to make these as fast as I can, but I'm not sure how far we're going to get on them. Oh yeah, we can make 10 circuits pretty much. So all I will need besides that is just wood pulp, which we do have some wood pulp, but it's probably not enough for what I need. So I need to actually macerate wood pulp. Yes. Let's head up and macerate this stuff. Just really fast. Process it through here. Wood pulp. Do your job, wood pulp. Make some wood pulp right there. Do we have the circuit assembler down here? Yes, we do. Steam vacuum chamber. And this needs, for each of these, correct, is... Oh, you also need to have... Yeah, we'll get the wire mill soon. It also needs to have... some other stuff. This, Kovar, which is cobalt and something. Cobalt. I don't even know. We just gotta make some cobalt. Kovar and cobalt and nickel. So crushed cobaltite pretty much. And then we're just gonna run this through the first stage of this. Why not use mouse wheel scrolling? Also works in JI. Does not work on this, unfortunately. Unless I can, no, it just does not work. Unless there's a way of doing it. I might not know how to do it, so. High pressure steam forge hammer. Thank you for the wood pulp. Thank you for the wood pulp. I just need cobalt. Cobaltite. Gesundheit. I need to get around there, actually. I need ladders. Yep, should just be as simple as getting around here to get to the stuff. And the things. Hey, this thing's never gonna kill me again. Unless I'm stupid. And somehow I still manage to get killed by it. But that shouldn't happen. The flooring here is probably going to end up being just steel tanks for steam storage. So that is probably going to happen at some point. Just letting you all know that I'm going to make a lot of steam storage, because then I can just stack steel while I wait. If I decide I'm going to just wait. Actually, it's probably not a decision if I'm waiting, because I don't really want to wait to do anything. I want to try to get as much done as I can, but if I end up waiting, it just kind of is a part of the process. For me, at least. Most people say, no, you shouldn't wait, but I'm not going fast. And then we need to compress a stack of this. So getting started on that right now. Rubber trees now. We need to go chop down an entire forest, which I do have an entire forest ready to be chopped down. My base is looking really good now. Like, actually starting to look like a base. It's going to be a block once it's done, but I feel like most people are going to be like, oh man, it's pretty much a lawn base. Pretty much a lawn base. I feel like that's what most people are going to be like. Man, I didn't know you lawn based. It's not a lawn base, dude. It's a tower base. It's the future of lawn basing. It's lawn basing, but vertical, which makes it a lot more effective. Because you can just go vertical. All your lines can be done vertically. So why would I not do them vertically for the most part? The only time I need horizontal machines is when they're on the outer chunks. So you don't really need steam tanks if you have a heat exchanger, since it only produces when it's empty. I'm just running solar power, so I kind of need the buffer. I have 2 solar panels that are powering my entire LV thing right now. Somehow. What the? Stop that. Stop that. Okay. Wait, I have pyrite dust. Oh, I know what I need to do with that. Also, it's nice to have the extra steam, because then if I run out of power and I need extra power, I can just be like, oh, I have more steam than I need, so I can just have the turbines run to produce all the power I'm missing. So there's all the steel plates done. I'm hoping we have enough tin cables, because we're kind of looking low on those. Make all of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're just going to do a couple of these. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got enough just for those. We're going to start with the wire mill next. We're going to need 2 circuit boards for it, and that's all I'm missing is the circuit boards. And I should be able to make those soon. Let's go check the compressor and see how far it's come on these. Still, it's going really slow. How are you going so slow? 20 seconds for each one? That's fine. We'll make it upgraded later. I could upgrade it and it would be a lot more effective, honestly. Why don't I just do that? Could totally do that right now. Anyway. Gonna make all of these right now. 6 of them. Which is what I'm gonna need for a circuit board. 8 copper wires. So, make some copper wires. Make some copper wires. 16 of them should do the trick. That will make it easier later on when I have to actually make the stuff. What can I do to make the fine wires? Is that I can make these into foil. And it's actually more efficient to do it this way right now. Because this will give you 4 times your foil, which is pretty much a lot more than I would get normally. So that's nice. Make that. That's enough for some resistors. That's enough for the circuits. Should be enough for the circuits at least. But I need to make those. And that's enough for the circuit boards. Oh my god, that was fast. Look how fast we went with that. That was incredible. Okay, just gonna leave this wood pulp here for now, since I don't really need to mess with that too much. Let's head up and get the actual pyrite set up so it's going through and making sulfur. Since I want to, it's on the 3rd floor. Or the actual vertical axis. Nope, it's on the 2nd floor actually. Never mind, I lied to you guys. It's right here. Oh, I just can't access it because I have too much in the way. That's how I know my build is becoming very Greggy. It's because there's too much machinery for me to actually get to the machine I need. Just drop straight down. Bang. And then, well, that's been happening. Should have the wire mill done. Yes, and we have a wire mill now. Beautiful. Good stuff. Also, we need to make this thing. So, but with the wire mill, I can actually make the wires I need easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and set that up. So the wire mill is now ready to go. Remember that every battery you add onto a battery buffer is pretty much increasing the amperage and voltage of it. So you need to have that tier of cabling if you want to be able to run it. And I don't exactly know if I could use copper cables for this, but I'm not going to try that because that sounds like a very, very stupid, dumb idea that's going to end up exploding something. Even though you could probably use like a small copper wire, like a really tiny, like a 2x1 for this. I'm not going to try that. I'm not going to risk it. Because then it could probably put out more energy than I'm willing to let it do. So what recipes are there? If I'm 16? 16 is the right one. 16? If I'm correct. That should make the 4 of these that I need. Oh, and it's using power. It's using the power right now. It's got all the power it needs. Look at what it's being powered by, though. Like, look at this. 2 of these. And then 1 of these. This doesn't count, though. It's technically just 2 of these. That's all of our power generation. 2 high-pressure steam boilers. It produces 36 liters of steam. That's not enough steam, but somehow it is. Which does not really compute in my head. Should not compute in my head. But somehow it does. Somehow it works. This is taking a lot of time. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So we can actually make the low voltage battery buffer pretty soon once we have all of this done. In the meantime, I need to be looking at batteries. What exactly does a battery require me to make? Since we already skipped making batteries, we need to start looking at batteries and battery alloy and what the heck it needs. But here's the issue with a lead acid battery is that you need to get battery alloy, which is gonna, obviously you need to get that anyway. You can make small battery hull. Oh, that's really actually nice. The assembler allows you to make that into a lead acid battery a lot easier. We can make these lead things, lead anode and cathode. I can put those down as something I can already make right now, but the rest, it's going to be a bit of work to get battery alloy because I need to get stibnite, but I don't believe you can get that in the overworld. I believe that's something you only get in the beneath. That I might be wrong about that, but I believe it's only something I can get in the beneath. So battery alloy, you need to get this from mixer, antimony, which means I need to get stibnite. Batch reactor, okay. Centrifuge. Soldering alloy. Packager, batch reactor, crafting tree. Oh, here it is. Never mind. It's not. Antimony. How do you get the antimony? Roasting, crystallizing, centrifuging, macerator. Okay. We're getting places. Resistance furnace. Stibnite in a resistance furnace? That might be an issue. Unless you can get it from antimony ore or something like that. Something easy that makes a little bit less sense. But we're not doing that right now. Stibnite. Look at this. Stibnite ore. No! Oh, it does exist in the overworld. Jolly good news, my friends. Jolly good news right there. We're going to have a battery buffer soon with actual batteries in it to actually do things correctly now. Nice. Look at my beautiful battery buffer. We're not using that yet. We're not using it yet. Because we don't have batteries for it. We have a battery buffer with no batteries, guys. What do you think of that? What is your opinion of my battery buffer with no batteries? It's pretty dumb. It's my opinion of it. Oh, hey, we need to swap machines out. Well, let's just make a battery first so I can actually have what I need to do stuff. So we're looking for stibnite, stibneous rocks. There's a few of them right there, but that's not a whole lot of stibneous rocks. That's in a cinnabar vein, though. That's where I'm going to find what I'm looking for. Cinnabar, stibnite, right out that way. I think it was. Oh my goodness, we just shifted everything on the map. Is the stibnite in here still? Stibnite. Acanthite, lignite, pyrogyrite, stibnite. Okay, stibnite. Let's do it again. Pentlandite, stibnite, stibnite. Where are you at? You're in the lake? What the? That's weird. That's a weird place for this to be. I don't like that it's in... Oh. It's on the surface of the lake. That's even better. That means our drinking water is really good. Do you guys understand that? Our drinking water now has stibnite in it, which is beautiful. Beautiful stuff right here. Stibnite drinking water. Stibneous rocks. I don't like that it's in the water, though, because I can't mine that easy. But it is close, so I don't have to mine too much. Oh, look, there's one right there. Wow. This is the battery lake. The lake of battery acid. So good. So tasty. Everybody loves antimony until they have to go find it in the lake. Bet they didn't do this to get it in ancient Greece. In the medieval times. Or ancient Rome. Or during the gold rush. I see some stibnite in there. It's so hard to see under the water, man. How am I supposed to find all this stibnite if it's under the water? Makes it a little bit too difficult. Oh, there's a little more. Cinnabar. It's mercury. I might need that later, but I don't need it now. I'm hoping I can just get away with like 3 pieces of this since I don't need a lot. Actually, I need a lot more than that. We're going to need to get a lot more. Let's go ahead and make a better hammer. Let's just make another hammer, actually. Wait, we could make a better hammer, though. I know exactly how to make a better hammer. So let's see if we can make an aluminum one. We might be able to. Because you can make aluminum before... If you're smart, you can make aluminum ingots. Trust me, I know how to do it. So if you have aluminum foil, how do you make that into an ingot? You can make it into an ingot, trust me. I know you can 100% find some way to make aluminum into an ingot. Probably by shredding it. Arc furnace. Macerator recycling, okay. Material tree. You can get aluminum dust. And then... I don't know if I can actually turn it back into the... Oh, I would need a resistance furnace for that. Or alloy smelt it into magnesium. What the? Magnesium? Interesting. Oh, cobaltite. We're going to throw that in water in a second. I need to get a bucket so I have water available. I threw my cheese sandwiches. Let's make a mining hammer. We need 6 steel ingots. A good thing I have more steel available now. Send the wrought iron over to here so I can make what I need to make. Grab out some of the stuff. My cheese sandwich. I got Coke on my cheese sandwich. What the? Go to Subway and ask them to make you a cheese sandwich with all the cheese. I dare you. Hopefully it doesn't kill me. That'd be an interesting sandwich if it killed me. But I don't think those sandwiches actually exist, so... Where is... There it is. Bucket. This should do the trick. It doesn't matter if it's a good bucket or one that's going to break after I use it 5 times, but I just need a bucket. So, put this into here, and I should be able to start doing more of these. Cobalt. Obviously, is going to go to the blast furnace in a bit. Not right now, though, because I need to fix... I need to... Antimony. Let's see where I'm at with that. So let's go up here and make sure the machine doesn't do some stupid stuff with our antimony, right? Just watch it do its job. So that way we can guarantee it's doing a good job. It's doing a good job, right? Just watch it do the job. So we can make sure it goes into here. Should take like 5 seconds for it to start processing into there. Oh yeah, look at that. Antimony in 30 seconds. That's actually crazy how fast it goes. It's right here. Antimony, stibnite, SB. Stibium. Stibium. Stibum. Sp. We made some sp. Some b. S-b. So obviously with this, I need to make more wires. I'm kind of dumb. Kind of dumb for doing that. Okay, but you need to have a battery in here. So first part of making the wires is going to be shredding this in a macerator. We only have one macerator, don't we? Oh, dang it. I have to go back upstairs to use the macerator. This is going to get annoying, I feel like. Just cook that up in there. Run around the other side of the macerator now. Because it's going to try to put it into here. Or not even output it at all. Look at that. It's right in there. Antimony dust. And then we fly down these here. And I should be able to just mix it. Oh, I need to go upstairs to use the mixer, though. But will that mixer even work for this? Because that needs to... I don't think so. Because this mixer is kind of booked on making other stuff. Like, you can't make that in there. Do we have any galena as well? Because I'm kind of low on lead, probably. I am definitely very low on lead. That's the issue, is that I'm low on lead. I need more of it. Impure acanthite. Acanthite. Just gotta set up some lead. S-lead. Sled. Some lead. Oh! I'm dumb for doing this so wrong. Well, I need to actually make tin ingots into the wires again. So I'll do that real quick. We need a 16 times wire. 16 times wire right there. Look at that. It only takes 8 ingots to do it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 16 times wire is underway. Just gotta give it a few seconds to do its job. But that should be enough to power everything inside of our machinery. Machinery lines and all of that. Now the question is, well, how does a 16 times wire actually do its job? Don't know yet. We can only find out. But that will allow me to use both of these machines, so I stop having to jump around and around and around. Add that in there. Add this in here. So then I can make the actual 16 times wire. Once it's done, it should be done soon. 47, done. Throw this into here, because we're going to need this anyway. Then we can just take that, place it down here, and then set up our machinery like so. Oh, that's not how you do that. It's a good thing I brought this with me, because then I can just fix it when it's broken and dumb. Set this up off of here. Move this machine to here. Look at all the work we're doing. We're getting bending machines. We're doing so much productive nonsense right now. This doesn't normally happen in one of these streams. I swear, it's always like, oh man, all this stupid stuff going on. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. It's what happens every single time. Just nothing gets done. It's just me talking about stupid stuff that doesn't matter. Then we need to set up probably a mixer. Anyway, that should be good. And now I can make the mixer, a new mixer probably. It's important. But we'll try it up there. Oh, but I need to make a hammer for lead. That's what I was doing. Hammer so I can grab more lead, because I know where the galena vein is. It's pretty close by. I can just grab that out of the ground. And then from there, I can just figure everything else out. Should just be one. Dang. What am I doing? 6 steel plates. We go over to here. Make it into here. We will make now a hammer. Yes. Make a hammer. Yes. Make a hammer. Yes. Hammer. Yes. Make a hammer. Yes. Good. Okay, well, let's run over, grab some more antimony at some point, because we're going to need a lot more antimony. We're going to be making like 4 or 5, maybe 6, 7, 8 batteries. Just to get started. Starter batteries. Not to consider the fact that we're going to be making 16 total eventually. So just head over to the galena vein, which is right over here. Just a convenient little hole in the ground. Is that my galena vein or is that not my galena vein? I swear this is the galena. Oh, it's a little bit farther up, isn't it? It's malachite. This is the galena vein then. Isn't it? What does it say? That's not galena. That's coal. It's coal vein. Galena's over here. It's literally right by the base. How do I forget this? You know, I was like, man, it's up there. It's up there. It's up there. It's purple. No, it's right by the base. It's literally just in a hole. You can just fall right in. There's a couple of them, so it's not like hard to find them. It's right here. This should give me galena. And sphalerite too, I think, because you can find sphalerite in galena vein. Zinc is not uncommon, so it's a good thing we can find it pretty easily. Yep, look at this. Galena for days. So much lead right here I can use. So much lead to sling. The question is this accompanied with sphalerite? Because I could kind of use that too. Like a lot of sphalerite. I'm greedy for sphalerite right now and zinc. It's all I need. Zinc, sphalerite. I have zinc and sphalerite, don't worry. There is sphalerite in here. It's nice. Just grab a bit of this. We need a lot of it. We need all of it. That's why the sphalerite's kind of hard to identify in these veins, is because this is in a diorite chunk for whatever reason. So makes it hard to see the sphalerite because the texture is pretty much matches diorite pretty well. But that's 4 pieces of sphalerite for 3 stacks of zinc. So it's not a great source. You might just want to find a dedicated vein. 5 to 4. 5 pieces to 4 stacks. That's a lot. A huge difference still. 6 to 4. That was not even organic. Not an organic mining. Like I just mined that one just because I saw it. We don't want to have too much galena to process. And then we'll just go up, process the zinc because we have less of it than the galena, and then boom. Then that should be everything we need to do. I'm gonna head up top and see what's going on up here. Should not be too difficult at all. At all. Should be pretty easy. I think you can make zinc pipes. I don't remember what they're for. I don't even know if that's actually a thing. I think that's just a thing I think can be a thing. Because you can make pipes out of anything. So why not make it out of zinc? Zinc piping. The future of pipes. What can you even do with zinc? Zinc piping. Let's go ahead and get the lead going inside of one of these. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, crap. It killed me again. Ah, dang it. Got killed by my own machines. Killed by my own machines. Just teleport me. Just teleport me. Just teleport me, please. I'm gonna grab my stuff. It's not going to kill me. Oh my gosh. That's really like the most dangerous spot of the base. You just get a little too excited and you just jump in and you go, oh my god, I'm dying. I'm dead. It just takes like 2 bursts of steam to accidentally die to that thing. Then here I am just doing Daredevil stuff, just running straight in. Like, whoa, 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 whoa. Why don't we be a little more careful about how we are just going in and standing on top of a steam machine that's about to shoot out hot steam? Maybe we should think before we do that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? How much lead have we produced? Because I need to produce a bit of lead. Lead dust is kind of useful, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Super useful stuff to have. Let's check out what we got in here anyway. We might have lead dust in here. Because it is used. Oh, it's used in like poke tin, which is a good material for piping. Pretty much all it's good for. Also, some machines need poke tin for gears and things. We'll start the lead now. So once that's done, lead should be produced, and then I can just grab it out of the box. I just threw that down. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Stop. Stop where you are. Stop it now. Okay. Lead doing its stuff. Put the lead through the machine now. Galena through the machine. We should be getting lead dust into here soon. That's what I'm thinking is going to happen soon. 8 pieces. And then I can send that up to my mixing machine, which is just kind of GP, general purpose mixing machine. Nope. Not at all. It does not work that way, okay? You cannot use a sulfuric acid mixer to mix your lead material. So you need to have a separate line to do that. But that's fine. I can make that happen as well. So I need to set that up, a mixer. Pretty easy to do though. So the mixer costs 1, 2, 8, which is 10, 14 bronze plates, then a rod, 2 rods, I believe 2 or 3 rods. It's one of those 2 numbers. Yeah, 3 rods. So 3 rods. 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna start on these now. Just gonna start on these. 3 rods should be after that. Making those into the stuff you need for a ring, 1 of those, and then bolts, 2 bolts, then 2 screws. Oh wait, I messed it up because I was supposed to have 1 left. I'll be fine. 1 left for this, so I'll just throw the screws into the bolts into there and forget about them. You forget about them for later. Okay, forget about them for later. That's what I like to say. Forget about it for later. Because we're never going to remember to use them. I'm never going to pull them out of there and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about these. I'm just not going to do that. I'm just not even going to use them. This is beautiful stuff going on right here. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Should just be as simple as me taking this, making that screwdriver, wrench, wire cutters, just because we know I don't know what I'm gonna need for this. 2 of these, 1, 2. 1 of these. 1 machine casing as well. Obviously, that's another reason to have the wrench. So then we have a steam mixer done. We've made a lot of steam mixers today. 2 of them. That's a lot. Because I don't even normally make them. Usually I normally make 1. That's all I would need is 1 steam mixer. But here I have multiple steam mixers for whatever reason. Oh, because I'm doing on multiple lines. So lead dust, antimony dust, put it on level 1. You might actually be able to do this in the mixer. But I wouldn't trust that it's going to be safe to do. And then I can just head up and grab the rest of the lead dust. Because it seems like it's going to take a bit to make all of that. Lead dust. Where's my lead dust? I swear I made more than 8 pieces of lead dust. Did you just delete my lead dust from existence, dude? You just deleted it from... Oh my gosh. It's making galena again. Why does it not have to do things correctly? Hey, that made a lot of battery alloy dust, though. I'm going to give it that. Battery alloy is pretty much complete. Because now I can just make the thing. Just do it in there. Just give it a bit of time, and then we will be producing the battery alloy. Ingots. Make them to plates, obviously. So it should be done in here. Yes. 8 plates of this. You need all of them into plates. You don't really need anything else out of these. So make them into the regular plates. And from there, it's battery time. It's battery time. Everybody loves batteries until I gotta make them for a video. Probably. It's a good thing we made all that extra lead as well. Because now I can just grab out 2 pieces of lead. 4 pieces. 16 would be 32. Oh yeah, that's good. 32 pieces of lead to be made into these. We're making all of the pipes right here. All the pipes. All of the lead. Lead, can't wait for a battery acid line. Already done. So up top. See, I actually just came back to make the batteries. I went to LV and was like, oh, I should have made batteries. For whatever reason, I had this idea in my head that I was just not going to make batteries. No, actually, I was just like, it was an inconvenience at the time because I was like, you know what, I'm just going to rush LV and then skip batteries and then come back and get them later, which is what I'm doing now. We should be able to make 2 of them. And then just the rest of this goes in there. We also have the other lines I have set up currently. We're working towards a pyrite line so I can have rubber just constantly run. Oh, that's just put zinc ingots in. Well, how the heck did zinc ingots get into that? There's no way for zinc to go into this. That does not make any sense. Hold on. The only way I can think zinc goes in there. Let's see. What do we have in here? We have lead dust, right? Okay. So if I have lead dust in there, let's actually get this processing. Why is there a steam forge? Oh, that's for coal. Let's get galena going, okay? Let's see what happens to the galena. Does it put lead ingots into here? Because I can assure you that's not supposed to happen. In any sense of how this is working. Because it should just go all the way down this way and then be fine. Because all these filters... Well, basically, the reason I have these filters... filters aren't item filters buggy when placed between pipes. They just shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. I don't know. Is that a new thing? I don't remember that. If this... I mean, I guess it must have been a glitch that happened. And it put those in there. That explains where all my zinc went earlier when I was complaining about that. Where the heck did my zinc go? Probably right here. It might be a problem, though, the filters. We could just swap this for a crate, but I don't have to set up a conveyor on there. Because then it's going to slow down my piping to the main bus or the main storage area. And then let's go ahead and run this through here. Boom. Make... where's my lead plates, dude? Where's the lead plates? Lead plates right here. Nice. 1, 2, and then we'll just do 1, 2 of the other one. 1, 2. Then boom. We now have enough to make batteries. The first 2 batteries, apparently. No. I'm gonna run it like that. Oh, it takes 6. It takes 5. It takes 5. Yeah, it's fine. I can make more. That guy's working constantly. How much energy am I using? I'm using a lot of energy, right? Okay. So now I'm going to set up the battery setup. Just going to have to give this thing its time to do what it needs to do. Finish the last lead plate, please. I gotta set this up so it's actually gonna have the batteries in it now. Battery time. Hooray. I love batteries. Battery buffer, beautiful machine right here. Lead acid battery, look at that. Lots and lots of energy now being produced. Hook this up so the bending machine goes here. The machine goes there. That's not what I want it to do. I want it to be facing this way. Go like this, boom, boom. Okay, that should be all of the output I will need for the, if I go on the second floor, I should be able to output through here to there. So that means I basically assemble everything here, and I can send it to my central storage network, where I can be like, oh yeah, I need this much of this much of that. It's going to work out beautifully in the end. So I'm going to set that up now. This is my favorite part of low voltage, or just having machines in general, is that you finally have the ability to set up an assembly line that kind of looks cool. I don't know, just kind of automate like your crafting for the parts and just have it pipe into that main setup. Okay, there we go. That should do. Yep. Item auto output enabled and item auto output enabled. Now I am able to shoot out these parts that I do not need to have stored. How much steam are you using? All of it. Perfect. Super claustrophobia. Pretty nice. I have nickel. I need to make some more of this. Oh yeah, also these guys can all be hooked into it as well. Just the problem with these guys is that I will need to have special conveyors and things hooked up onto them. Probably the alloy smelter is like the only... We can only do a few of these like that. Otherwise, it becomes pretty much a safety hazard. But I could definitely do all of them like that if I wanted to. I could do that. I'm really considering it right now. Oh, there's a... This is where the mixer's been the entire time. The entire episode, the mixer was sitting here. Alright, that's cool. That's great. I sure wish I knew that a whole lot sooner, when it mattered a lot more. Maybe I should pay better attention and remember that there's a mixer there. Please stop making lead ingots. We need to make battery alloy. Battery lead. Nice. And while we're waiting on all of that, I can just work on the base a bit. We got time. We got time to kill for all of the battery stuff to finish up. So we can do a craft of those. And then I think we hit the rod. The actual rod machine. The lathe. That thing's important, I think. I don't remember which machines I need to get, but I know the lathe is one of them. So, lathe, centrifuge, obviously, because we're going to need that to make... Well, you could skip the centrifuge, but if you want limestone tailings like I do, those limestone tailings are actually pretty handy, if I remember correctly. I can't remember how to use them or what they're used for, but I just remember them being... They have limestone in the name, so they're potentially useful. Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, look at that. They are very useful to have. So, limestone tailings are something I'm going to need to get. I'm going to go ahead and mine the upper section here. Boom. Then I can just climb up this ladder. No, that's not going to happen. I'm going to have to go over to here to do this. Then we have an access to this area as well, in case I have machines going through here at some point, which I will. Actually, it's we'll just be able to build out that into the section, the primitive smelting and the coke oven area. We did automate the coke ovens, by the way, so if anybody is wondering. That was the last stream I did, was I think we automated coke ovens. So that is nice to know how to do if you were wondering how I did that. Basically, just took... did some real magic with this, and it's kind of like it might not work, but it will work as long as you have coal in here. So as long as there's coal, it cannot make a mistake. If it runs out of coal, you're doomed, though. That's the catch. You don't got coal, you're pretty much done. Let's go up here and see what this is up to. I don't really like the arrows as much as I liked the rings. The rings looked nice. I'm also going to fix that wall so it looks a little better. And then I should have everything I need. We do have the stuff. You know what's really nice about this is that I can just grab everything I need in this chest. Like I can just hit this, go, where is my battery alloy? It's in here somewhere. I always know it's going to be in here because the processing all goes out to here. So the only problem is the battery alloy just ended up in the side of the steam machine up here. Now I'm guessing that's what just happened. Nope. Letting it. It could have ended up in any of these. Let's take a quick look around and see what the heck is going on, because I'm telling you, something is interesting and it's causing some confusion inside of the machinery right now. Also, what's going on with this? Why is it not like putting that into there? That's interesting. Let's go grab the screwdriver as well, just to check that it's doing stuff right, because it should be, but it isn't. Do we have the battery alloy down here as well? Like, is it in plates already? I think I might have already made it to plates, which would mean it's at the bottom. Lead ingots, plates. It's not. Oh, it is right here. Plates. Let's make plates out of this. That's what I need, right? It's not ingots. Yeah, it's plates. Perfect. Should start working on that. Now what is going on up here? Why am I having this issue? This should not be an issue. Conveyor is not working on that thing. What the heck is this? Oh, I see what's going on with this. I see what has happened. No. No, maybe not. Does it have the ability to... It has the ability to output steam. But the conveyor does not work on this one. Hold on. It's probably a filter problem, which would make a lot of sense, so... We'll just check that filter real quick. Filter insert sulfur dust. Well, if it's a filter problem, obviously the filter insert needs to be filter extract. Does it need to be insert whitelist, blacklist, whitelist, whitelist? Oh, maybe it just can't connect to there through that, which would be I mean, it shouldn't have an issue, right? Like, this thing's set to whitelist that, and this is set to whitelist that, then I shouldn't have a problem with just having this connect like this, right? You'd think this is not going to be an issue, but it probably is. But I shouldn't have an issue where I'm having an issue where I'm not able to extract. Failure to extract from this. Weird. It's weird. Oh, that's why. It doesn't have sulfur in there. So the reason this is import extract unfiltered sulfur is because I need to be able to tell this what like needs to go where, and then how it needs to go. And then also here, I'll just slap that down and then set it to blacklist what I don't want to go through here, which is going to be pyrite dust, because this allows me to do pretty much everything in just one single pipe. I can have all the stuff move from the future pyrite processing setup, so that way I don't have to worry about it. Like I can just have it, just plug it in, and it will just send the pyrite where it needs to go. I don't have to worry about it going into the vulcanization machine and pretending to be sulfur. Blacklist pyrite. So that means that I can have banded iron also run through the same pipe, and it's not going to go through the wrong machine, which might seem weird. I don't know why that would seem weird, but if it does seem weird that I'm just using just one pipe, well, look how compact this has to be to fit in this, like, what is this? 2 by 12, like 2 by 8 space here, right? So like, well, 2 by 8 by 6 space to fit it. Well, would it be 2 by 8 by what? It doesn't matter. It's just tiny space. I don't got much space to work with there. So I got to be kind of careful with how much I'm doing and what I'm doing and like how I'm doing it. But I think that's pretty much everything I needed to do today. The only thing I could also do is the lathe machine, but I think we'll save that for next time. It is kind of getting late, and I have made quite a huge amount of progress already as is. Like, look how much progress we've made. Like, we came from having no walls to having walls in an episode, but also having LV machinery and a actual pipeline for that, as well as also automating sulfuric acid, getting batteries and other things. I think I want to finish off by making a few more batteries, though. That is a good idea. Since all of our lead acid lead plates should be pretty much in here, like, watch this. Like, I can just plug that in there. Boom. The only thing holding me back is these anodes and cathodes. But I can make the anodes and cathodes in here. Just watch and learn. Wait, can I actually do that? Oh, I don't have enough. Okay. But I can even make more of that as well, because I have access to all the machinery and stuff I will need. So if I want to make more of those, I can do that pretty easily. In fact, I can actually just make these like right now. Probably, maybe. Yes, I can. Let's go ahead and do it. 1, 2. Then just make one more of those. Make a few more of these lead acid batteries. 1. Oh my. Only 2. Only 2. Well, that's still better than none, but not as good as I could be. It's going to slow down our steam production, by the way, because we just tanked steam production. So now we're down to just waiting on the boilers. So because we just absorbed all of the energy into the machinery. I think next episode we need to get like a few more solar boilers. Probably, if each one is producing 18 liters of steam, we need a lot more than what we have, because that's 36 liters, and this thing says it consumes like as much as you put in, really. Yeah. Consumes like once it hits 1,000. 960 liters of steam is what it needs. That produces exhaust steam, but we don't have to worry about exhaust steam, do we? Oh wait, do you? It just gets vaporized in this recipe, so it's pretty slow, but it's gonna do its job. That's all that matters. And in the meantime, just process up some lead wires. Show recipes for this. You can obviously do 1 to get the 2 times, so that's what I'm gonna do. Dang, look at that. Look at it. Beautiful, making wires. Just gonna make like a few of those. But now that we can make wires like that, that allows us to batch craft circuits and stuff, which is actually amazing. That's the real reason I made that. So I can batch craft circuits. Look at that, I have 2 new wires in there. Because that's hooked to this. So that means I don't even have to put items in. I can just go to the machine and it runs the stuff through the machine. Okay, now I'll make the stuff. What is going on here? What is going on? Why am I getting a message on the weekend? What is the problem? Okay, not an issue at all. Not an issue at all. 1, 2, those. Build this. Oh my god, I hope it doesn't become an issue. I could see how that's going to become an issue. I can already see... What? Have you looked at the heat exchanger method for easy steam? I don't want to do it. Sorry. I was distracted with stuff going on in real life for a second. That's why I was saying I hope that doesn't become an issue. I wasn't responding to you. But with the other thing I was saying... I'm just not making it right now. I'm going to look into it later on when it becomes more important. It's not really super important, but I could easily just run steam, I feel like. Because I'm just in low voltage. You don't need to have a super big power generation for this. I could just run steam boilers. We have the... what is it? We have the silver to do it. I could set up the silver line to get more silver from my acanthite, and then I can just build like 30 of these, and each one produces like 38 liters per, or no, 18 liters per second. So if I do the math on that, that's not really a much. I could do more math. Let me figure that out. I can actually just pull up my calculator and figure that out. 18. Let's go ahead and say I build like 60 is pretty unreasonable. Let's say I have 20 though. Let's say I have 18 times 20. It's 360 liters. Okay. Is that a lot of steam, though? How much does this... That's not a lot of steam at all. Heat exchanger. I mean, heat exchanger is not like something I can't do. I know I can do this. The problem with it is that I'm going to have to pipe a lot. It's going to be a lot of piping. But we are in LV now. Maybe. This might happen next episode or in the next stream. It's going to happen soon. I'm just going to mark that down as something I need to do. Let's just put down a sign that says that somewhere. Because that, I could see that actually happening now. Like, it's actually in the picture. Like, before I was like, nah, I'm not going to make that. But, oh, crap. What the heck did I do? I just put it in full screen again. Hold on. This is a minor issue. This is a slight conundrum. It's a slight conundrum. It's a slight issue. F5. No, this is not happening. Is it F12? F11. Did F12 put me in airplane mode? No. Heat exchanger method could definitely happen. Yeah. Heat exchanger. Everything's in caps lock because this keyboard's tiny right now. Oh my goodness. We just put on the chunk border. Shift F3G. 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 F. Wait a second. There's multiple buttons to show chunk borders. What the heck? Anyway, I think I'm done for the day. So we've made 8 batteries, which is enough to get us started. 8 amps of energy, which is enough to be half this pipe. So, yes, we're done. We finished everything we need to do today. So I'll save and quit to title and be done. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next stream, maybe tomorrow night. Depends on if anything stupid happens. That's what's been going on lately. I've been like, stupid stuff happens and I'm just not here to stream. So that's why I wasn't streaming yesterday night. And I almost didn't make it to stream tonight because stupid stuff happened today, which was really upsetting. So, because I had plans today. I had a lot of plans I had to do. So, yeah, I'll see you all next time. I'm just going to stop taking your time. Oh, one other thing. The other channel is out. So if you check in my community tab, you can find information about that if you want to check out my other channel, which is a completely different thing.